question is, how are you going to leave your legacy?
Welcome back here to Riverside Sporting Complex, Nottingham, the home of the Touch World Cup for 2024 in England. This is the men's 35s division here between Wales and the home team, England. England getting first use of the ball. James Preston and Kate Davis-Bavin to bring you all the action here as England will get us underway. The siren sounds and forward they march. So a chance to put on an early score here through Patterson. And now coming away for Tregus. Tregus drops it down. Here's a potential chance brewing already, and England capitalise within 10 seconds. Well, that is a frighteningly good start from the home team.
Yeah, what a start there. I mean, we are right in front of the England sub-box here, and there are some big cheers coming from that. I mean, that was absolutely beautifully executed. They'll be super happy with that from their tap-off move. And Jonathan Clark there, number 11 for England. First score on the door.
So just 30 seconds gone now, and Wales already playing from behind. They'll head across to this right-hand side of the field. And now Adam Davies bouncing around here, waiting at acting half once this touch is made. Is it made, though? That's the real question coming out here. And eventually they'll say yes, it was completed on Colin Scott. Colin John, I should say. Now John once more. Grabs across this right-hand side of the field. Drops it down quickly. Campbell is looking for a run, but this is another instance of not playing the ball squarely. And geez, there's been a lot of that today.
Yeah, I am so surprised. Like I said earlier, it's just not one that you normally see, and we're seeing it a lot, but I'm not sure unless it's a little bit slippy underfoot, but it's just a matter of getting that control and getting your body position and controlling what you can control and getting that ball down and hip square. And as I say that, there is a ball down there for England, and Wales have the attack.
Wales now working forward up towards their subs box. Touch comes in as John gets involved as well. Up over halfway, but England with a high press here, not allowing much, if any, movement here from Wales. And I'll tell you what, you can put that down to the defensive application there from England.
Yeah, that was a really good, strong defensive press there, and that has definitely created that opportunity for them there. They'll be really happy with that.
First receiver now is Stewart. Stewart taking off, drops it down here for Patterson. Patterson looping back around towards the middle. Big step from Patterson. Good touch made, though, from Wales right on the line. So back to the 7 they come now. Hennigan. Option here to the middle. They won't use him on this occasion. Now Hennigan steps up and is looking dangerous here. Hennigan looking more than dangerous. He's deadly, and he goes over completely untouched. 2-0 here in favour of England.
Yeah, absolutely lovely score there. Just sort of, putting the burners on there at the right point and just getting on the outside. That's a lovely 32 setup there, and basic, but it works.
A nice start here for England after 3 minutes. 2 tries already on the board. Now Wales with a whole heap of work to do. They would love to be next to score just to try and stop the momentum here. It's picked up from Campbell, and now they'll head back out to that left-hand side, but they really got the bearings wrong there.
Yeah, unfortunately Wales couldn't quite execute that, and be interesting to see if England can punish that. Again, looking really strong, this England men's 35s team so far in this game, and they're choosing to go direct, and they are taking that pace with them. It's looking really quite fluid.
Good meters here for England as they send it out to this right-hand side. Looping around there was Lawton, but instead they come to the left, and that's why they went there. A whole heap of space opened up for Jamie Patterson, and it's a 3rd try here for England now.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely bit of play there. Again, it's just Welsh defenders just biting in, and absolute acres of space there for it to just be walked in. And 3-0 England in less than 4 minutes.
Great start here for the home team. Wales needing something on the board pretty quickly as Holland opts out of acting half, and now an option there is Simpson, who rolls it back, and Scott getting involved as well. John and how it comes. So England still pressing high through Scott. John will play it. Last one now. John having a little look at them, changing the angle. Campbell runs into a brick wall. His name is George Headley Miller.
Lovely defensive touch there from the Welsh middle.
Now England up over halfway as the touch comes in here from Colin John. Played very quickly here from Tim Hughes. And now once more Colin Scott looking for an opening. He's hit the deck, and I think this might be a penalty coming the way of England.
Yeah, just slowing it down a little bit there. They're waiting for that tap, and hopefully they've got the time here. They don't need to rush this. They've got a fresh set of 6, so it'll be interesting to see where they go with it. And it's being called back. Again, that's a little bit unfortunate. That's an unforced error there, and now England are on the back foot a little bit in this defensive set. But Wales still struggling to get some subs on.
Keep driving forward now, as there is an option here with Wales getting into enemy territory. Last one though, and they haven't really factored in the touch count on this occasion there, Wales. So want to be trying to hit the strike dump a little bit earlier in the touch count, and then also at least one there for the last. Now England up over the halfway mark. Around about 6 minutes gone here. 3 tries already on the board, as it's worked here through Cockburn. And now straightening up is Kalenko. Kalenko drops it down. Cockburn stepping off the right foot. Oh, dumbing left, right and centre. He had an easier option there. Instead passes to Wales, and I think that's a try gone begging.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate. I think he did have the options there, but it just didn't quite come off. But good intercept by Wales there. Good control. And just trying to get up the pitch, the two of them there. A little bit of loss of control there, I thought, in the roll ball, but it's not been pulled up, so they can keep going. And just need to be a little bit more dynamic in this midfield, which we have just got.
Well, there's a strike dump now, and they can work something here on the last, turning it back on the inside, though. At least they were able to work for, and I think that's the first strike dump we've seen here from Wales after 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, and that just came from a real injection of pace there that we saw, and it does make a difference. It does make a difference.
And now England, a full head of steam. They'll drop it down here for Bustle. And then Hughes getting involved as well. Ooh, very close to a touch pass. Play on is the call instead. Comes back here for Headley Miller once more, who drops it down. Playing at pace and right at the advantage line. A nice flat ball there, but just not quite hitting the mark. The pass was on, but Bustle, there's no way he could have reeled that in.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Right idea, but didn't quite come off. But England will be happy with that. They've got to defend Wales out now, and Wales have got a little bit further to go, killing it in that corner on that side. So really pressing up in defence here, look, making it difficult for Wales to get out of their own 7 almost.
Great pressure indeed here from England, and Wales are having a tough time with things in the opening 7.5 minutes. And it's about to get a whole lot tougher too, because they've now gifted possession here to England. We're only around about 25 metres away from the line here, so great opportunity to put a 4th try on the board here. The home team. Short pass provided here for Hancock. Hancock getting up towards the 7. Oh, a little bobble involved there from Hughes, and then trying to tip it on for Stewart. And that will be a changeover here. With the touch pass occurring. And 3-0 it remains here after 8 minutes. So England looked very good in the opening exchanges, but just falling a little bit flat the last few minutes. Yeah,
they came out the blocks really, really quite quickly and quite hard and fast, but seems to be plateauing a little bit now. But they'll be comfortable with that 3-0 lead at present. Probably just sort of conserving a little bit of energy at this point. But it's a good opportunity to work on the processes, and it looks like that might have been a foot in the ruck there rather than a loss of control. So Wales keeping hold of the ball there.
Drop it down, and now Williams hanging out here for Dean Thomas, who for a moment I thought was wearing a Santa hat out there, but no, that is the Welsh bucket hat. As now Williams picks it up, nearly going all the way through him there was Thomas, who lost his footing, and for a moment looked like a bull charging the opposition. We're not in Spain, we're in Nottingham. Seems like a little bit of a conversation is being had with
Dean Thomas there, and Wales still have possession. He's taking the roll ball.
Not sure why the penalty was blown there. I just thought it was a case of almost a mutual infringement, if you will, with Thomas slipping and certainly some heavy contact, but I don't think there's anything England could have done about it. Nonetheless, Wales won't complain. They've got more time here inside the 7 as Harvard steps off the left. Pulled back to the 7 now, though. Approaching the quarter-way point of this match. They'd love to get something on the board here, Wales. They bounce out towards this right-hand side of the field. Thomas now going for the direct option. Oh, popped a little flick pass, but nearly into the waiting arms of England and had that stuck. I think they were off for all money.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. And England have got the tap and are looking to go. Oh, look at the pace on that ball from the English link there, and well held there. Number 1 there, Stuart Bussell on the wing. Really, England looking really clinical here, and Thomas just got a hand there to the ball, so that will be 6 again for England, and they will thank him for that little bit of extra time on the ball up on that 7 metres.
Scott drops it down, and now they come to this left-hand side through Hennigan once more, but we'll go back for another penalty now. England building more pressure here on the Welsh line. Thomas once more in the eye of the referee there. Scott restarts things. Numbers on that right-hand side. Once more they're going to play at the ball here. That won't count as a penalty, though, and certainly not inside the 7. So just a set restart, if you will. 11 gone here. Another try for England. Make things very difficult for Wales. It's dropped down now here from Hennigan. And Scott turns it back towards this right-hand side of the field. Good touch made in the end from Scourfield, though. Back to the 7 they go once more here, the English. Hennigan looking to take off. Drops a pass here for Patterson, and then it just opens up like you would not believe. Lawton with oodles of space, and it is easy as you like. It's 4-0.
Yeah, lovely score there as we've got on the replay here. Just getting to the side of the player and just a foot race at that point to the outside, finishing it off beautifully. Colin Scott. And yeah, England will be really happy with this 4-0 lead at the moment. Bit of fatigue maybe from the Welsh team as well. You know, they had quite a few defensive sets on the line there, and that's the danger with going to knock down that ball and not quite getting hands to it properly. And they're going to see what they can do at the line now.
Fairclough twisting, turning, doing a full 360, and then, oh, that's a tough one to stomach there, unfortunately, for Wales. Fairclough wanting to hop in there quickly. Get something working just on the edge of that 7-yard line, but instead, all comes unstuck for Wales as now they keep driving forward here. Good meterage on offer from Stewart. Up through the middle comes Tregus. Tregus drops it down. Stewart once more looking long, playing short. A beautiful ball from Stewart. And Jonathan Clark gives the English their 5th.
Yeah, lovely score there really from England. Again, it's just looking so clinical.
Actually, I think they're going to come back for this one here. So, yeah, there's a late call from the sideline official. They've said forward pass, which that's an interesting call for mine.
Yeah, that is interesting, but Wales, oh, that was a big touch in there, and I think it might have been called back for it.
Well, it hasn't been a happy couple of minutes here for Fairclough. He's had the drop ball up the other end of the field, and now he's done the big old Greg Inglis straight into the chin.
It's giving England another chance to attack at this line, maybe claw back that try that they just haven't got.
The drop down now, and Clark receiving it once more. Oh, Clark sums it up beautifully and finds a pass in that link position. Aaron Tregus runs a great hole, and it is absolute clockwork there for England.
Yeah, lovely finish there. Again, just acres of space there just to walk it in. Really nice finish for Tregus there. And they'll be happy with that 5-0 lead. They'll be feeling very comfortable going into the second quarter of the game at this point.
So Wales with a lot of work to do here to try and get themselves back into the contest. The touch is made from Hancock. Wales still driving up towards that 7-metre mark. Stopping on the run now is Thomas, who's gotten rid of the bucket hat. He's decided that's brought him no favours thus far. And they need a fresh approach, and they might get it here as well. Oh, Thomas on the spot. I'll tell you what, maybe the bucket hat was the problem. He nearly goes all the way through. Unfortunately, it'll come back for a forward pass.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Maybe he heard you saying it looked like a Christmas tree.
Well, it is July. We can do the old Christmas in July here. Does remind me of my Christmas, of course. Back in Australia, it is very warm.
Well, there is that. England looking to get a little bit of momentum going forward here. They seem to have lost a little bit of structure in this subbing on move, but they're trying to regain that.
Hennigan's done a great job here. Rolls it quickly and all the way through into the backfield they go. Stewart far too easily. And Bustle is there on the spot, and he collects a second now.
Yeah, lovely score there. Just getting that platform and injecting that little bit of pace again. And from quite a static play, actually.
Well, they were all lining up, waiting for an opportunity to get their name on the scorer sheet. And unfortunately, the other England teammates, Bustle said, no, I want a second. You can't add your name just yet. It's 6-0, and it's hard to pick exactly where Wales are going to be able to pull apart the English defence.
Yeah, it's looking really, really tight, really quite clinical. And, as I say that, the touch is in, but that was a really good opportunity for Wales there. Maybe starting to see some cracks appearing in the England defence at the end of this first half, sorry.
Jonathan Clark, who made the touch there, very close run thing for Fairclough, and then collapsing very quickly. Nearly created something out of nothing, but a good touch nonetheless from Aaron Tregus, who's scored a try not long ago and now potentially saves one there for England as well, as they head upfield now and up over halfway through. Tregus drops it down quickly. Now a run here for Kalanko. And then getting involved is Dean Hancock. Hancock dropped it off very fast there, but nobody was ready to capitalise as Headley Miller sends it to the middle, now picks it up again. Oh, they've lost their footing there, Wales, and in the end, that's a great little play there from Adam Davies. If he didn't stretch out the arm then, it was a try.
Yeah, absolutely. There is a time and a place to be getting your hand to that ball. It's sometimes a little bit unfortunate if you don't quite manage to hold on to it. It's 6 again, but otherwise, it's better than a score coming through. And that looks like that's another knockdown there from the Welsh winger.
Well, another smart one too there. Thomas Jones got his hand to the ball, so that's probably 2 tries they've stopped by playing at it mid-flight. But they'll have to do a lot more defensive work here once more. This time Fairclough again in the ire of the referee with a leading shoulder, and he's going to come up with a great bit of sportsmanship here, although also mucking around there was Dean Hancock threatening to have a crack immediately, and he will do the exact same thing. So Hancock, very cheeky stuff there. Said, I'll give you the handshake, but I'll also take a try for your troubles. Here it is. Fairclough takes the little tap of the hands, and then the moment he's back, Hancock tries to exploit it, and Fairclough is already heading for the sideline.
I think that was a bit of a case of forced sub there. Little handshake was quite nice beforehand, but yeah, Hancock held absolutely no prisoners there. He said, I'll have that right back. Thank you very much.
Well, that is very cheeky from Dean Hancock, and I'm sure that'll do the rounds on the English social media as well. Come inside the final 2 minutes of this first half here, and now John, bring it forward inside the 7. Back to that mark he'll go now. Waiting and acting half is Adam Davies. Davies popping in. Oh, finds a little flick pass involved as well. That was pretty nifty.
Yeah, England will just be wanting to stay in control of this game. Going into the last couple of minutes of the half. Wales looking to press up in defence, but England are really working their way around them quite easily at the moment. That's something that Wales probably want to be fixing going into the second half, and we're going again.
Oh, Simpson takes off and nearly all the way through, and you can just see there he was having a little verbal there with Kalanko, who was coming in support. He was saying, sorry mate, I nearly got away from them, but I just couldn't get the pass away.
Yeah, lovely bit of play there really from England though. And Wales again trying to get out their half.
metres here for Wales, but once more in traffic. And look at that, they've just completely quelled the momentum, and it's resulted in an error here. So a chance to put on another late try in this first half here for England. 7-0 already. Wales really feeling all this punishment as it's worked here towards that 7-metre line. Or Traeger had a little look at the line himself. They'll get another set to work with, but not sure if they'll have enough time to get through the entire set. Only about 25 seconds remaining. Traeger will take off immediately. Good read there, though, from Thomas Jones, who makes the touch. 20 more seconds to see off here for Wales. They drop it down on the 7. Rodriguez has 3 cracks in quick succession, and each and every time Wales have an answer. That's probably the most resolute their defence has been the entire first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Great bit of defence there from Wales. They really kept them out, especially putting them under pressure. You know, they'd got the turnover sort of as they were coming out of their half, and yeah, it's a big mental game to keep them out in those last few seconds of a half, definitely. So, yeah, good defence there from Wales, and hopefully something they can build on going into the second half here at Riverside.
It's going to be a tough task for them, but at least it's not down by 8. That's what they'll be saying from that final play. England, however, with a big lead at the break. It's 7-0. We'll take a short break here at Nottingham. Riverside Sporting Complex for the Touch World Cup 2024. England leading 7-0. Welcome back here to Riverside Sporting Complex in Nottingham for the Touch World Cup 2024 Men's 35s division. An emphatic first half performance here from England. 7 tries to 0, but a little bit more grit right at the end of that first half from the Welsh defence.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that, and we're, looking to see what Wales can do. They've got first tap off of this half. They can hopefully come out swinging and make a bit of a statement at the start of this second half down here at Riverside. And they're looking like they're trying to create something here.
John nearly did create a little bit of space there, but he'll go back to the 7-metre mark now. Plenty of width about this Welsh team as well at the moment, so they are keeping wide berth. Last one now, and they might head all the way out there. In fact, they'll pop a little trick play back on the inside, and it needed to be something a little bit special, and John is pumped up. He's got Wales on the board here.
What a lovely score, especially first set coming off half-time. Wales would have sat there and had a bit of a chat in their sub-box, and for them to come up with a score in their first set of 6, that is brilliant. And really well executed there from John.
Yeah, sneaky little flick pass there from Adam Davies. We don't usually see it work too often, but that was a little bit of a different one. It was the underarm flick, if you will.
Absolutely, but when it does work, it is magic. It is magic.
Well, certainly it gives Wales something to build on here. It's a whole new half, of course, and if they keep attacking like that, well, might not be the last they get.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is, one of the things with touch. You can't really write these teams off too early at all, because it's all to play for. We've got 20 minutes to see what Wales can do and if they can put any more scores on the door. So, and it looks like they're coming at it with a bit of a more structured approach for sure.
Fairclough an option here through the middle. Instead, they'll continue on this wide avenue, but easy pickings in the end for England. So about 2 minutes gone in this second half, and just the 1 try added to the tally. Through Wales, and Fairclough once more really jamming in there. He's come off second best in that collision as England head up over halfway, and they're just waiting an eternity here for players to get on the field, and that was a missed opportunity for Wales to really jam in there. And then Fairclough eventually did so, and that's why they should have all been rushing up. He does get the result, but could have almost been a problem there for Wales.
Yeah, definitely, especially, given the scoreline, when England are making little errors like that, and they are getting a bit caught in no man's land as they did there, then it's really got to be up to Wales to look at that, see that, and exploit it. And like you say, it was a little bit last minute getting up, and it did come off, but unfortunately, bit of an error there, and England have the ball back just before the halfway line.
England now working it forward here with Hughes up over halfway. Pops a nice little pass, and then the touch is made there right through the middle from Thomas. Cockburn. Still an option in support through the middle, and they find him beautifully, but they'll come back for an incorrect roll ball, it looks to be. So Wales get away with one there. And still, as it stands, they've put more on the board in this second half. 1 try to 0 since the commencement of play. England, of course, a big half-time advantage, 7-0. Very flat at the advantage line there for Wales as they head up towards halfway. Now, once more, John looking to take off. Gets a quick play the ball to, Davies. That looked to be forward for all money, but play on is the call. No, there it comes now. So it's a late one, but they have got it right.
Yeah, again, bit unfortunate there for Wales. They were getting England on the back foot a little bit there, but again, it's just little errors. And England are having another go, getting up the field, waiting again, caught in no man's land a little bit, just waiting for people to come on. Wales can really be exploiting that a little bit more, I think, than what they are doing. And just letting England off the hook a little bit there, I think.
Instead, it will result in a brand new set here for England in good field position. Patterson will be the man to restart things as he engages the Welsh defensive line. Head out to this left-hand side of the field now. Scott drops it down, an option once more. Instead, they'll go the direct route here with Patterson diving from distance, and they didn't get to him in time. Patterson with the go-go gadget arms pulls off a try here for England, 8-1.
Yeah, lovely score there. Look, getting really direct, get into the side. Again, just reach it out. What a lovely dive, lovely finish. Referee happy with that immediately. And again, another score on the door for England.
8-1, a lot of work still to do here for Wales to try and get back into the contest. And England once more in fine touch as now Fairclough brings it right to the line. Slipping as he went for the dive. They'll go back to the 7-metre mark now. So Wales all lined up here out on this right-hand edge. Fairclough once again. Stepping around, last play here it comes now for Wales. England once more step up and shut down the opportunity. Fairclough wanting to create something. He's one of the most rapid players out there, but even with his blessed amount of speed, there's not much he can do on that occasion.
Yeah, lovely bit of footwork there in the midfield. And looks like England are looking to go direct and get up into these Welsh players' faces.
Now out here for Headley Miller. Headley Miller sending it wider still as the groups head onto the pitch here in the form of Kalenko. And now Kalenko sends it out there to Hancock. Hancock hopping in and acting half. Kalenko wrapping around. Oh, they had a 4-on-2 on that left-hand side. Had to go that way. Somehow it still results in a try. I thought they had butchered it. Wales looked to be covered back through the middle, but here it is again on the replay. Somehow they still get away with it. Hancock brings it out here, and yeah, just Fairclough. He was up and his outside man had dropped all the way back, and as a result, a big passage.
Yeah, not the most orthodox touch move I've seen, but it paid off, and it just goes to show just doing those moves with a little bit of momentum, even if it's not necessarily the plan of attack, it can sometimes come off and work in your favour. So good listening and good watching and reading by the England attack there.
14 to go. Wales must be next to score here, and they might do so straight away. No, just offside here instead, the English team. They did get the touch, but one of the original men was blocking that run. He was offside, so that's why the penalty's been blown as opposed to a play-through. Now Wales slowing things down here through Harvard. Thomas once more right at the advantage line, getting inside the 7. Bouncing around. That was an interesting stepping formation there from Thomas. Looked like a little cat out there jumping around on a hot tin roof as Harvard now sweeps. Instead, they'll go here for Scourfield and then looking for Thomas back on that right-hand side. Just a little bit disjointed, though, from Wales.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there. They were looking to sort of go back against the grain and just didn't quite come off, just finishing off that pass. And, yeah, again, it's given England this opportunity to get on the front foot again, but it has gone in Wales' favour in this instance, and they've got another crack at the line from about halfway at this point.
So 10 metres into English territory as they keep driving forward. Thomas there at first receiver. John back out there now. He's got the sole try for Wales to date, and John, the quicker players here in this Welsh team along with the likes of Fairclough. John sends it out nice and early into the hands here of Davies. Drops it down once more. John was an option there on that short play. They go long instead, but I think if they went through the hands, they probably score there, Wales.
Yeah, looking for almost the more difficult option there, Wales. Sometimes it is just easier, like you say, go through the hands, trust the processes, trust the one outside you, and not always looking to throw that long ball if you can avoid it. But they're putting in a good defensive shift here, just getting up in the England team's faces.
Here comes England now on the last, or somehow squeezing through. Great evasive technique there from Jones, who then pops a pass out towards that left-hand side of the field. But it goes to ground here, unfortunately, for Cockburn, and Wales survive.
Yeah, I thought they might have been in there, but it's not to be. So Wales will live to attack out another set. Good pace coming off the pitch here. And coming on, getting recruits on. Nice dummy pass there by number 10, Adam Davies. And he's gone and have a little bit of a rest and got the fresh legs coming on. Might be a hard touch potentially there for against England.
Certainly is. And now Wales have good field position here. From bang on halfway, they can start the set. Dewey Williams works it forward now. Fairclough at speed. That's what they needed a little bit more of here, the Welsh. All drives it forward. Fairclough there in support once more, and that's a nothing pass in the end, though, there from Williams, who didn't really engage the defensive line. Now this time he heads out to the right-hand side, drops it down quickly. They've got to try and get Fairclough on the burst. That's where all the likely attacking options come from, is when either John or Fairclough is hitting that ball at at speed.
Yeah, absolutely. Just that change of pace as well, like sort of knowing when to put that pace on. And here he is again, coming up, shooting up in the line. Just sort of missed that touch there, but great energy.
Good movement here as well from England, heading from center of the field out to this right-hand side as Kalanko drops it down. Good pressure once more from Fairclough, stepping up. Last one now here, though, for England as Jones goes all the way through, looking for support, finds it, and Kalanko is in once more. And Jones, outstanding, just put the foot down right through the middle and burnt his opposition.
Yeah, what a lovely run there from Jones. Just absolutely picks up, backs himself. He's looking for the support. He knows it's there. What a finish there. Just great, like playing off your teammates there, and another for Kalanko there.
Really tiptoed a dead ball line as well there. Kalanko was a close one to going across that line, but he managed to just navigate inside of it. And now inside the final 10 minutes, well and truly a bridge too far here for Wales, but still a much better showing in the second half thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like they're trying to stick to some processes a little bit more, and they've got a bit more go forward, I'd say. Definitely compared to the first half of the first half, and it's looking like they're trying to set up something here.
I'd like to see them put both John and Fairclough on at the same time. We haven't really seen that as of yet. They're the two quickest players in this Welsh side, but instead they'll have a little option here through McCartney, and McCartney nearly barreling over the try line there. He'll come back to the 7 instead. They play it nice and quick, and now Thomas fires it long, or pop back on the inside. It nearly worked there for Wales.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, in these situations as well, you know, if you've got the opportunity to go for the line, just give it a go, which is what Wales are doing. It's not quite coming off, but there may be a point in the second half of this half that it does.
To England now, marching forward. Great roll on about this set as they keep getting numbers up through the middle. Popping a little pass here for Cockburn. Drop down. Here comes the last now for England. Cockburn back out to that left-hand side. All good evasive technique momentarily, but Dean Thomas makes the touch. So little run coming in here, and the touch is made now from James Stewart. And another set to work with here. Campbell will come forward. Around about 7.5 minutes remaining here for the Welsh. They'd love another couple of tries on the board just to try and build for their next match. Up over halfway they go now. Touch made here from Headley Miller. John brings it forward, and then, heavy touch there, potentially coming in from James Stewart, and yes, it will be ruled as such, so another set to work with here for the Welsh.
This is a really good opportunity here for Wales to just take their time and set something up. No need to rush it. They're in an excellent field position here. They've got those 6 touches, and it's looking like Adam Davies is trying to call the shots here. Quite compressed over in that far right corner, but means there's a lot of space on the left there. Looking like they might start to utilise it now.
John is there waiting for a strike dump and gets it now. John can work all the way into the in goal. Still using his speed. He'll try and pop a pass here. Does a great job in the end to hold it up long enough for Thomas Jones to get on the spot. And that should be a second try here for Wales. They'll have a little conference. I'm sure they'll clear it through. Beautiful play in the end there from Colm John.
Yeah, lovely bit of play there. Just picks up. England defenders sort of parting like the Red Sea there a little bit, but do well to recover, but not quite quick enough. And like you say, John keeping hold of it just long enough to wait for reinforcements. Jonathan Clark there, nice finish. Again, putting his body on the line for it.
Well, Thomas Jones it is, though, for Wales. So there it is now, confirmed on screen. So with around about 6 minutes remaining here between England and Wales, much better second half showing. It's actually only 3-2 since the break, so Wales have improved dramatically in this second stanza. Still a little bit of time to go as well, as now Patterson looking to find an opening here. Sent back to that 7-metre mark. On the last now, Scott bouncing off the right foot, heading over to that side of the field as well. Nice little change of emphasis. The tap on play is bang on as well, but they're going to call it forward here.
Oh, what a shame. That did look really nice. But yeah, a little bit of a forward tap on there. And it goes in Wales' favour. And they've got an opportunity to drive out here. But again, this England, wing link defence channel is looking really, really strong. Number 10 there, Simpson, just coming up and really putting the pressure on and burning a couple of those touches for the Welsh players.
It is now for Thomas, and all offside here as well, England. So another fresh set to come here for Wales. Inside the final 5 minutes now. Just one more match after this one as well. Kate Davis-Bavin will bring you all the action between Hong Kong, China and New Zealand in the men's 40s. And of course, New Zealand just so strong in every single category.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're always a joy to watch as well. And just that, again, they love that expansive touch and sort of playing heads up, playing off each other. And so, yeah, that'll be a good game. You won't want to miss it.
And wider still now here for Davies, or Davies ushering players underneath, popping the pass, and then under all sorts of pressure was Harvard. And here comes the turnover here in favour of England. Nice little step as they work up towards the halfway mark. Hennigan was very dangerous in the first half. We haven't seen too much of him in the second here, as now Kalenko once more puts on the afterburners. Quick roll ball too. Now I'm pretty sure that one was a bobble indeed, so the referees have got it, but there was a little bit of extra attention there from Wales. I would have been happy to see a mutual infringement called and play on.
Yeah, it's calls like that. They can kind of go 50-50, and sometimes it depends on the refereeing team. That you've got on. Different refs have a bit of a different style, and yeah, in that case, it's gone in Wales' favour.
So played quickly here from John now. Fairclough trying to get away, but it was a little bit too quick there, John. He sacrificed the angle, and once more, not played square. Now, it has gone away a little bit in this particular game, but I reckon if we had a counter here for day 3 on Riverside, we'd definitely be in the triple digits.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been one of the main penalties that, apart from sort of being offside and going to make the touch, that hip's not square. It is a surprising one, as I've said, but yeah, not sure. I mean, the good thing is it's kind of an easy fix, and looks like England have really exploited that there. Got the replay on here. Jonathan Clark involved in that, and what a nice finish there from James Stewart. He'll be happy with that.
And a tough one to get to, because I've been calling for it. They now have responded in like kind here, Wales. They put both Fairclough and John on at the same time, and that was between the two quickest Welsh players. So Stewart showing some great evasive technique there with 2.5 minutes to go on the clock, and I think a little bit of rain that's just started to drip in off in the distance. Hopefully it doesn't arrive here anytime soon, as England still have a commanding lead here with time very quickly running out. For Wales, it's just about building for their next match, and England, I'm sure they would like to try and hold out here if they can. A few plays up their sleeves though for Wales. They drop it back now. Flat ball here for Harvard. Harvard brings it right to the line, and that'll do them for the set. So inside the final 2, and a big performance here from England.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing really well to keep Wales out, and really that's what they want to be doing in these final 2 minutes. Like keep that score to 2, and sort of work on their processes and work on completing their sets of 6s. Not necessarily looking to score too many more, but just looking to keep control in the pace of the game. And a lovely bit of evasive footwork there. I think that's from Jones over there again. We've seen how quick he is when he puts the burners on. And whistle has been blown here. It's being pulled back.
Once more, it's one of those old school obstruction calls. The second one here for today.
Yeah, like we were saying, you don't really see them too much now, but they are appearing in these senior categories.
And drop down here for Wales with time rapidly running out inside the final minute here. Shane Rees took that one forward, and now Williams hopping in and acting half. Passes a little ball here for Davies, and then easily given away, unfortunately, here. So England will get one final look at the Welsh line now. 45 seconds remaining. Or they march now. Once again, get a bit of room to move here for Hughes. We'll reset things here and just slow it down a touch. Now out here for Scott. Out to this right-hand side. Picked up from Kalanko, who would love another try. Hughes brings it wide. Well read, though, from the Welsh. Back to that 7-metre mark they go now. Little ball here for Headley Miller. Scott popping a pass and then hopping in and acting half once more. Scott, all looking dangerous, floats it over the top. Well summed up from Scott. Kalanko on the spot, but I think they've done enough here with a diving touch. It's a great save in the end from Shane Reese, who prevents a try. No, in fact, they now call it through, so good honesty there from Reese. Great ball over the top. Kalanko will finish with a hat-trick. And yeah, that was the right call in the end there. Reese just a little outside of his grasp. But an outstanding performance here from England. That last try takes the margin to 10, 12-2 at full time. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was a lovely line there, and great to be getting a hat-trick there, especially at the Klaxon. And yeah, interesting game. Very physical game. Quite a few penalties obviously going either way. But yeah, England no doubt will be really quite happy with that performance today, and it'll be good for them to look back on and see what they can build on moving forward. Certainly should be an interesting rest of the campaign for both these teams, but particularly England after another dominant display here. Of course, they annihilated Ireland a little bit earlier in the day as well, and they've been very strong across every single category. One more match to come here at Riverside for the day. It's in the men's 40s division, Hong Kong, China taking on New Zealand. But full time here in the men's 35s, the home team, England. A strong performance, 12-2 over Wales.